There was no occasion.
And is that something that India does want to talk about? Because, you know, there have been acquisitions of double standards
so far
in the US.
The question is concerned that all these issues are being discussed currently under the GOM. Let the GOM come out with their recommendations, and after that government will take a view on it.
But there will be a liability for Dow
I do not
Chemicals.
know what recommendations they are going to do, what are the legal positions. Let them work on it. Why
Okay.
should we prejudge anything?
But, you know, there was an absence of Andrew Leveris of Dow Chemicals at the meeting. So, Andrew Leveris, the Dow Chemicals CEO, was absent from the meetings.
So who is present, who is absent, how can I comment?
Politics now, and the BJP has failed to resolve the deadlock within over the future of its alliance in Bihar with the JDU. Party President Nitin Gadkari has been asked to take a final call after a meeting late last night ended without any decision. Our sources say the Bihar BJP unit voiced their resentment against Nitish Kumar and his autocratic ways, insisting that the party must not compromise self-respect. Sources also say the man at the center of the rift, Narendra Modi, is putting pressure on the BJP to not give in to Nitish Kumar. But here's the party's dilemma: can it afford to end its alliance ahead of the state polls later this year? Perhaps in an attempt to reach out to Nitish, BJP's Sushil Modi said he may join him in a Vishwas Yatra on Friday. In the middle of all this, Nitish Kumar sent a Bihar police team to Gujarat yesterday to investigate the advertisements showing him with Narendra Modi, and then called them back just a few hours later.
कल अध्यक्ष जी नागपुर प्रवास पे हैं और वहाँ से दिल्ली लौटने पर जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रदेश नेतृत्व की राय है वो पार्टी के केंद्रीय नेताओं के सामने रखने के बाद उसके बाद कोई फैसला लेंगे। अभी बिहार में भाजपा जदयू गठबंधन के बारे में अभी तक कोई फैसला नहीं लिया गया है।
Well, Alok Pandey now joins us from Patna. Alok, clearly not an easy decision for the BJP, even after all those numerous snubs from Nitish Kumar. Clearly the numbers at the end of the game, and can they really afford to lose Nitish Kumar and the JDU, and they must be, they need to take a practical view. I think that is what's really driving the top leadership of the BJP.
Well, yes, Gargi, you are absolutely right. But then again, we are all hoping that this will not turn into another Jharkhand for the BJP. If you remember, Gargi, it took about a month for the BJP to decide that they really needed to withdraw support from the Shibu Soren government there. It caused much embarrassment to them. It caused a lot of... it was very embarrassing for the BJP, essentially. So now, again, this seems to be dragging on in a way. And you are right when you point out that the number game for the BJP is very essential, and they do realize that in Bihar they really cannot make do without the JDU, while conversely the JDU may have an option of going along with the Congress. But independently the BJP perhaps does not have the power to win an assembly election or to secure enough seats in an election to form a government. And then they are also the untouchables, Gargi, in that sense, because not the Congress, not the RJD, the LJP, nobody is going to go along with them even if they break away from the JDU. So they really have no option but to look at finding a solution, and that solution perhaps will take some time to happen.
Right, Alok, thanks so much for joining us. Their solution perhaps earlier would be less damaging for the BJP. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, news from the south and Tamil Nadu. Government's much hyped first World Classical Tamil Conference will be inaugurated in Coimbatore, and close to 400 crore rupees have been spent for this big event, which is expected to draw over 1 lakh people. Sam Daniel now joins us from Coimbatore. Sam, give us an idea of this conference. What's going to happen?
Well, Gargi, I am at the conference venue in Coimbatore, and in another hour, the President Dr. Pratibha Patil would actually inaugurate the 5-day first ever World Classical Tamil Conference, the first such conference after Tamil was declared as a classical language. And the focus of this year's conference is going to be on taking Tamil to the future generation, particularly in the context of a growing craze over English and large number of people switching to English education. So that's going to be the focus of this conference, and over 200 scholars from around the world will be presenting papers, and over 4,000 scholars, delegates will be attending. Over 1 lakh people are expected to congregate at this particular venue, and it's a big event for the ruling DMK. Although it's being projected as a literary event, it's also, politically speaking, it's a show of strength for the ruling DMK. After managing to get the language declared as a classical language. And one key point to look forward today is whether there will be any word from the President or from the centre on the demand from the lawyers across Tamil Nadu to make Tamil as the official court language so that they'll be able to argue in Tamil in the Madras High Court. Of course, political analysts will be watching every word of Chief Minister Karunanidhi, whether he's going to talk anything about his retirement plans, because last year he had mentioned that the World Tamil Conference will be his dream project, and after that he may think in terms of retiring. So the focus will be on whether Karunanidhi will make any hint or will announce anything about his retirement. Of course, that will be on the last day of this conference. But now the entire city is having a festive look. There is a kind of a euphoria all across the city of Coimbatore. Gargi.
Right, Sam, thanks so much for joining us. Karunanidhi's dream conference there. International news now. In US President Barack Obama was angered by a magazine profile in which the top military commander in Afghanistan criticized senior administration officials, the White House says. Now, President Obama has said General Stanley McChrystal had shown poor judgment. The general has now been summoned to Washington over the Rolling Stone article for which he has apologized. Administration officials have so far declined to say that his job is safe, and Obama said he wanted to talk with the general in person before deciding on action.
I think it's clear that the article in which he and his team appeared showed poor judgment, and but I also want to make sure that I talk to him directly before I make any final decision.
Coming up ahead, children from war-torn Kargil get an education in Pune.
Your day today.